Hello everybody, and once again you are very welcome to my channel Reflowering Material. So today I get you this news pic from Kerala High Court, wherein the High Court gave a path-breaking decision saying that marital rape will be considered a valid ground for divorce. You hear me right, it said that it is a pretty good reason for filing a divorce, for demanding a divorce from your partner. The story goes that there has been this couple who has been married for 10 years, and the wife throughout this tenure tried to get justice, tried to ask for divorce at the various courts, but she somehow couldn't get it because in our legal books, in our books, there has been no such provisions as criminalizing marital rape. The Kerala High Court gave a very beautiful statement. It says, our laws may not recognize the marital rape, but we do. But the court does. And in the same continuity, following the same suit, it said that this rape basically happens with the notion that a wife's body is entitled to her husband. Just like her property in the Victorian ages was supposed to be associated to the husband's ownership, similarly in our country or in many different countries still in the world, this practice was prevalent and hasn't been criminalized. So basically, what is marital rape? And what is rape, first of all, to look at it? According to section 375 of IPC, rape can be defined as any form of sexual assault, including the non-consensual intercourse with a female, with a woman. But if this has been defined so clearly in the legal books, why still we do not have any proper policy, any proper law against marital rape? The question is very clear, and so is the answer. In this book, to this very section 375 of IPC, there is an exception number 2. This exception entails that to such a rape that is defined under section 375, one thing will be exempted, and that will be the intercourse between a husband and a wife who are above 15 years of age. So by exempting this husband-wife sexual relation and not looking at it in a form of a rape or marital rape, the courts or the laws, we should say not the courts, given a way out to the criminals by barring them from being presented before the prosecution or to be prosecuted. Looking at the statistics, 1 in every 3 women in our country reports to have had some or the other form of violence, sexual abuse from their partners. About over 100 countries in the world have criminalized marital rape, but our country still falls in the category of those 36 nations who still have to do about it, who still have to take care of it. Marital rape thus, as following the suit of Kerala High Court, will refer to having a forceful sexual intercourse with your wife, basically with the notion that just because you are married, you are entitled to have that power over her, even when her choice isn't actually present. So the question emerges, why are people against the marital rape? The answer is as simple as it can possibly be. According to NCRB, National Crime Records Bureau, about 70% women in our country report to be the victims of domestic violence. So one such form of domestic violence, one such manifestation of domestic violence can be called as marital rape. The point here is that people who fall prey to such a rape, who are the survivors of such a rape, who enact stories of having their sexual experience being totally devastated because they were forced to do it and they did not actually see the pleasure part of it. The point here is, why is it in breach with the laws? Why is it in breach with humanity? The reason it clearly violates the two major articles of our Indian Constitution. First being Article 14, which guarantees right to equality to every citizen in our country. And second is Article 21. Article 21 that entails that every citizen is entitled to certain personal liberty, is entitled to freedom, is entitled to have privacy. The major pick here is privacy. Be it from your own partners, be it from your parents. If you are entitled to privacy, then that becomes your own space. And not just Article 14 and Article 21 is still having non-criminalized offense such as marital rape is actually a blot on Section 375 of IPC. No matter if your own husband is the perpetrator, if your own husband is the person whom you need to have safety laws to save yourself from, we need to question it. In our society, there comes a question of implied consent. Implied consent as in that if you are marrying someone, in a way you are giving him or her a perpetual consent of having a sexual intercourse with you. And also one might wonder that why, when every other country is moving forward, when we as a nation are moving forward, why is it still that we have not criminalized marital rape? Why do our statutory books do not have a clause for it still? The answer is quite simple. We still follow such rules and such laws that are the vestiges of colonialism. Yes, when Britishers laid down or drafted the IPC, our statutory book, the Indian Penal Code, in 1860s, at that time they were trying to impose Victorian morality, the patriarchal mindsets, the patriarchal norms and way of life in every colony wherever they ruled. And that way, the adultery law, the one-sided look or one-sided perspective of adultery, this marital rape, they did not even think of it, because at that time it was not regarded that married women will have a separate identity from their husbands as they are now considered to have in the social jurisprudence. So, to conclude, with this exemplary statement, with this exemplary judgment, the Kerala High Court has once again triggered into the mainstream the whole discourse on marital rape. And it is high time that our legislature takes cognizance of it and formulates the laws and removes this legal infirmity by criminalizing marital rape. So I hope you liked this video and I hope you found it informative. If you liked the video, kindly press the like button and tell me how you feel about this news. Has it made you glad enough? What are your views on marital rape and the laws that should be made to eliminate this evil from our society? Share and subscribe if you like the content and find it worth spreading. Thank you.